So in honor of the new release of Terrifier 2, and because of the fact that the showing I was originally going to go to was completely sold out, today we'll be looking back at Damien Leone's first installment of the series, Terrifier, which was released back in 2016. The first movie follows a young woman by the name of Tara Hayes and her friend on Halloween night. All is well until they find themselves being hunted down by a sadistic murderer named Art the Clown. For starters, let's talk about the visuals. Obviously, it goes without saying that this is a much lower budget, more of an indie film, something that you would see maybe on YouTube or something like that. Ultimately, I am willing to give that a pass overall because even with the aesthetic that's given, even with some of the cinematography being really basic or some of the lighting being maybe weird, they managed to make it intriguing and mysterious as it is, and I think that's carried by the actual Art the Clown as well as the practical effects, which I'll get to in a minute. But overall, the indie look that it has, I actually didn't mind it too much, and I'm really a visual guy, so the fact that they were able to make me kind of forget about that as I was watching it was a big plus for the movie. And the next would be one of the main attractions of the movie, if not the main attraction, depending on who you ask, the practical effects. This movie is extremely gory, extremely explicit, but the practical effects are incredible. I believe Damien Leone has a background in practical effects, or the people that he's working with do, because every single instance of violence is really well done. Again, the prosthetics, all the effects, really good for the budget that they have. Sometimes these effects look better than some high budget movies that have hundreds of millions of dollars backing them up, and this was a masterclass in lower budget practical effects. They were very resourceful and it really holds up even to this day. It's been 6 years since that movie came out, and still the effects, while some of them did look a little cheap, for the budget, it is really extremely impressive what they're able to do with that. Now, going into this, I'm sure you've heard some of the headlines. I'm sure you know something about the movie. As far as the headlines go for Terrifier 2, people were fainting or people were saying how gory it was. The first one is no different. Of course, the second one, I'm sure, is on a whole nother level, and they have an even bigger budget, so they just go completely crazy with that. I'm sure it's going to be insane. But for the first one, looking back at it, you're going in to see the gore, you're going in to see the crazy kills and the violence. This movie strips away more of the story and the exposition and replaces that with what some horror movie fans would probably want to see, which is just the kills. It's mainly that's the main attraction. So if you're going into this looking for some kind of story or more about the characters, and granted, for what it's worth, the characters, the main actress and some of the other characters are not bad. They're actually pretty interesting, all things considered. But that's not even the point of the movie. Of course, the point is to see Art the Clown go on an absolute rampage, and that's what you get. So if you're going into this, just expect it to be a gory ride through and through. Now, let's talk about Art the Clown. I thought that they did an excellent job at making him iconic. We've seen it time and time again. The scary clown, people are scared of clowns, right? Killer clown, But they managed to make Art the Clown iconic. They managed to make him stand out by his appearance. He's got a little black top hat. The way he looks is just different. It's not the traditional clown look you'd usually give. And another thing is how unsettling he is, because not only is he this just crazy lunatic, and completely creepy looking, but you can't hear him. You'll notice that throughout the movie, he's completely dead silent. Even when he's hurt, even when he gets stabbed or something, when he's laughing, when he's doing anything that he's doing, he's pretty much dead silent. They've got him muted. And there's absolutely no backstory on this clown. We don't know how he came to be. We don't know who it is. It just is a clown. It appears, and then it's mayhem after that. And there's something really unsettling about that, right? There's absolutely no exposition. The clown's there, and next minute you know, he's chopping people up, he's killing people in gruesome, sadistic ways, and seems to be enjoying it throughout, right? And there's almost this Joker-esque kind of humor that he has, this dark humor. Even when he's killing people, even when he's doing that, he's laughing about it. And that makes it unsettling. That's where the horror aspect comes in. The fact that he is this clown, right? And that he's killing people. And that alone is creepy. And of course, you put that in the backdrop of the main character just being on a Halloween night, kind of minding their own business, and out of nowhere comes this clown to wreak havoc on everybody. So I think they did a really good job with that, and that was able to make him iconic, right? I have actually seen pictures of this clown, Art the Clown, before I even knew about the movie in random places. I can't really remember, but I've seen it before, right? But as I did enjoy the movie, it is just a bloodbath, overall. For what it's worth, that is entertaining, and of course, if you're not squeamish, obviously you shouldn't be going into the squeamish, but taking a look back at the first, it's a fun movie. Honestly, that's the thing I could say about it. It's just fun. Shut off your brain and kind of take off some of the fat that sometimes you see in horror movies and just have straight kills. And that's what you get. And it's a short runtime. It's about an hour, a little less than about an hour and a half. So it's a quick watch. And you get what you came for, right? Now, of course, some of the acting can be bad at some of the cases. The cinematography's okay. The pacing's weird. It has the flaws that an indie movie would have. But for what it's worth, it is fun. It is worth watching. If you like horror movies, I would definitely give this one a shot. I'd love to know, what do you think of the first one? Have you seen the second one? What do you think of that? Are you a fan of Art the Clown? I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Anyways, hope you guys have been enjoying all the Halloween reviews. Please make sure to subscribe and like and turn on the notifications for more. We're trying to upload every single week. And if you have any recommendations or you have anything that you'd like us to review, let us know below. But thank you very much for watching and have an awesome Halloween season.